How's it going? My name is Caden. I own a lawn care company, and today I'm going to be talking about everything you need to know about commercial grade lawn mowing equipment, mainly mowers. It is a beautiful day. It says it's 61, but it feels way hotter, but I'm not complaining. The sun is out. I'm headed to the shop right now to pick up my trailer. I'm going to clean my mowers because it's a good day, and it has been so muddy this week. They're covered in mud, very dirty. Need to get them cleaned up, and I also need to check something out on one of my mowers. So I'm doing that with the rest of my day. So this video is for people who own a business, people who don't own a business. You're trying to figure out what mower to get for your first time. Maybe you're trying to figure out if you should upgrade, all of that stuff. I'm going to talk about the difference between residential and commercial mowers. I'm going to talk about which mower is for who needs what mower, residential versus commercial. I'm going to talk about buying used versus new. I'm going to talk about maintenance. I'm going to talk about dealerships. And then I'm going to do more of like my personal opinion on kind of the whole thing and like brands and stuff like that. So starting off with the difference. First off, a huge difference is price. So if you can look at these pictures, this first mower right here, John Deere Z530M. It's a residential grade zero turn, brand new. This John Deere zero turn is $6,000, right? Makes sense. 6K, it's a lot, man. That's, my first car was $1,500. This John Deere, this 652R, is what I have, $13,000. Dude, that's probably blowing your mind. You're like, what the freaking heck? How is it so much? Why is it so much? I remember when I first learned that, I was like, 13,000? Well, that's stupid. I'm never gonna, that is not worth it. How could that ever be worth it? So why are they over double the price? A few things: efficiency, durability, longevity, and quality. So first off, efficiency, right? So in the game of mowing, if you can do, you know, you're not charging by the hour. At least you shouldn't be. So that means the faster you can get the lawn done, the more you can do, and the more volume you can do, the more money you can make, right? Pretty simple. So if you can have, let's say you have a 21-inch Honda push mower, and you can do, let's just say you could do 3 acre properties. Well, one, you're gonna be absolutely destroyed by the end of your day. You're gonna be so tired. But let's just say you could do it. You do 3 lawns a day. They're $100 each. So you're making $300 a day. Well, so at that point you have a $400 mower, and you could do 3 lawns a day with it, making $100 a day. Sounds pretty good, right? Contrast that with, let's say you get even just a 52-inch zero-turn residential. Now all of a sudden you can do, I mean, you're paying $6K for the mower, so it's way more. But dude, you could do like, you know, 8 to 10 in a day. It's a long day, but you could do 8 to 10 in a day rather than 3. So all of a sudden you're making $1,000 a day instead of $300, right? So it is well worth that extra money, and not to mention you're not so tired at the end of the day. So you can do way more volume with a bigger mower and one that is you know, a riding mower, not only because it has a bigger cutting deck, but also because you can go way faster. Your actual ground speed is way faster. So that's the first point. It's going to be efficiency. Commercial grade mowers are more efficient. Okay, the other reason is durability. All right, so, and this blends into longevity. I'm gonna do them both. So the longevity and durability are basically 2 sides of the same coin, right? So they last longer because they're more durable. So yeah, talk about why they're more durable. But first, how long do they last? So here's the other thing with that sit-down mower example, right? If you're buying a sit-down zero-turn or something, you're gonna have to replace that thing, depending on how many yards you're doing, you're gonna have to replace that thing in, could be a year. A residential grade mower is generally gonna last maximum 1,000 hours. I mean, and that's, I've never seen a residential mower last that long. So we're talking 500 to 750 hours, really. So they're really just not designed to last. They're not designed to do heavy volume. They're not designed to run for 8 hours straight in a day. Whereas the mower that costs twice as much is actually designed to go past 1,500 hours. You know, you can like if you take care of it, you can go well past 2,000 hours on a commercial grade mower. So I personally really run my mowers hard. I abuse them. I don't use them lightly. I throw a lot of stuff at them, and I use them really hard. I do overgrown lawns. I do just stuff that's rough on the mower, but I take really good care of them. I make sure that they're running nice. I inspect them on a daily basis. I'm doing my oil changes. Every 100 hours, I'm doing my transmission fluid changes, and I'm actually taking good care of them. So they're gonna last a really long time. So those two kind of blended together. The durability makes them last longer. The other thing that's really, really different about a commercial grade mower is it's super heavy duty. It's designed to be smashed around. So the deck steel is literally like thick. It is really, really thick, heavy duty deck steel. So when you smash that thing against trees or against your trailer, or when your employee rams it up a curb. So looking at some of these things with durability, here's two commercial grade mowers, 36 inch and a 52 inch stand on John Deere. I mean, you could just tell like the deck steel is like, that's like 1/8 of an inch right there. I mean, that is like that's almost 1/2 inch steel right on the side, on the front there. Yeah, just the whole thing is just heavy duty. I mean, and then the parts that are going to see wear and tear are designed to be replaceable and maintenanceable, right? Okay, so which do you need? That's the differences, right? How do you decide which mower you need to get? It's all about yards per week. Okay, it's all about the volume you're doing. If you're just starting out and you're not really sure if this is going to be a side hustle, or maybe one day it'd be full-time, but you're not really sure, just get a push mower and do that. You know, you don't have to go out and spend $13,000 when you have 2 yards you're mowing. That's stupid. Don't do that. Don't finance a mower when you have 2 yards. You can get by if you're doing less than 15 yards per week. You can get by pretty easily with a residential. I mean, honestly, you can do a full route. You can do full like 50 yards a week with residential equipment. It's just, it's gonna break and then you're gonna be screwed. So that's why I say about 15 yards per week is where I would say when you start getting that many clients, you need to start looking for a commercial grade mower. You're gonna get by just fine with residential grade equipment. If you're doing over 15 yards a week, you really need to start thinking about getting commercial grade equipment, in my opinion. Okay, the other thing is buying new versus used. Buy used. That's it. I mean, unless you have a bunch of money, or you're already doing this a ton, or you just really don't, you just hate doing maintenance. But even still, I don't know how you would be able to justify buying new. I mean, even if you have a huge company, I mean, I just don't. You can get a really solid running mower for $4,000. And if you buy it new, it's $13,000 that you're gonna have to sell in a few years for, you're gonna lose so much money. So I definitely just say buy used. And I do all my own maintenance and repairs. I've never taken it in for repair other than like getting tires or whatever. I do all my own stuff, and it's been a huge learning experience for me. I learned it all off YouTube. So you can learn how to work on mowers off of YouTube. Let's get out, get these mowers cleaned up. Super simple, quick wash. I'll probably wash a truck and trailer, might as well, I'm already here. And then we'll take these things back to the shop. really good. All right, you already know that's long. It's not striped, so clearly, obviously, I gotta mow it. So here's the summary. Here's the 5-second summary. Do you need commercial or do you need residential equipment? It's about volume. Commercial costs twice as much as residential, whether it's used or new, but specifically new. And so they can do more than double the volume. So I say it's worth it, but that's because I'm running you know, a small lawn care company where I'm doing full time. I'm doing, you know, 50 yards a week about. So it really helps me to have that. And I can, here's the other great thing. So it's volume and it's efficiency. Okay, so your hourly rate can go way up. So even if you're not doing a ton of volume, if you get these, right, it's gonna cost money, but even if you're doing way less yards, you can do them in less time, right? So if you're doing it as a side hustle, you can get all your stuff done way faster and be able to keep your job easier, right? Versus if you just have one push mower, where you can only handle so many yards per week. That's all I got for today. Like I say in all the videos, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'm pretty much able to respond to all of them right now because I don't get that many comments. So, get like maybe 20 or something. So, let me know any question you have on any of this stuff. I would be more than happy to tell you my opinion. And like I always say on my videos as well, these are mostly opinions, right? So what works for you might be different than what works for me. I'm not trying to claim that there's only one way to do things, but hopefully you could tell from this, in my opinion, if you have more than like 15 yards per week, you probably should consider getting a commercial mower.